Greetings. Do you know that you can go through high school, college, you can get a master's degree, you can even get a doctorate in economics, and you still don't know, our school does not teach you how to earn money. So the question is, how do you earn money? You have been told that if you get a degree and then you get a job, you can earn an income, but the income is not something that can make you financially independent. So we are going to look at how and what you can do to earn the type of money you need to do the things that you want and to be the person that you want to be. I'm going to read here from Napoleon Hill in a book that I'm reading, The Secret of the Science of Getting Rich. It is a science. An educated person is a person who has so developed the faculties of their mind that they may acquire anything they want or its equivalent without violating the rights of others. In this book by Wallace Wattles, The Science of Getting Rich, he says, man can form things in his thought, and by impressing his thought upon formless substance, can cause the thing he thinks about to be created. What does he mean by that? Let's look at an example. Look at the cell phone developed by Steve Jobs. He had an idea. Think of the development of a car. It was an idea. It started as an idea. And then what happened? As technology developed, man developed the means to transform that idea, which is a formless substance, into a material thing. So your thought is what is going to create your future. But you must decide what it is that you want. Because without that desire, without that goal that you're aiming for, that you form affirmation or if you pray, whatever, you are going to achieve that goal. However, to do it, you require to use the faculties of your mind. And that is what is mentioned there. The faculties of your mind, an educated person. Now, unfortunately, this is not taught in schools. What is taught in school is to get knowledge, not to use the knowledge and apply the knowledge to create the things that you want. So if you're in high school, they tell you must choose a career. And in fact, they really don't tell you to choose a career. Parents, people around you are the ones who are going to influence you to choose something, not what you really want, but what people tell you that you must do. And let me give you a story of an incident that took place at the school that I used to teach in Blanchile. It was this young lady. She was speaking with another teacher, a science teacher. And I happened, as usual, to pass by and listening in on the conversation. She was talking about the progress she was making towards, getting into college and becoming a doctor. So, of course, asked her, what do you really want to do in life? What do you really want to do? And she paused and she was there and no doubt thinking a little bit. And she said, what she really want to do, yes, work in the medical field, but she wanted to be a social worker. Now, why would this young lady be spending her life being a doctor only to find out that it's really not what she wants to do? She wants to work in the medical field. She wants to help people, but not as a doctor, right? Not as a doctor. So I mentioned to her that I was a social worker at one time. Now I'm teaching, and that she can do medical social work. If that is what she wants to do and that is what she loves, that is what she should be doing. But I'm sure the prestige of being a doctor, no doubt family, friend, teachers, others, I say, follow your dreams. Because that is what's going to allow you to wake up each morning feeling happy, feeling invigorated, and going and doing what you love to do. Now the question comes up, how can you make or earn money from the thing that you love to do? But let's go back in a sense to your desire. That's very important. And this is from Napoleon Hill again. And he says, no more effort is required to aim high in life, to demand abundance and prosperity than is required to accept misery and poverty. No more effort. It's all in the mind. So you can aim high or you can accept below that. And this is very prominent in high schools. How does this manifest itself? People are encouraged to go to college. The fact of the matter, only about 20% are going to go in any case, but they use that as the goal. And then what do? They say you must choose your number one or your A, then you must choose a second choice, then you must choose a third choice, then you must choose a fourth choice. You know what really happened? Many people settle for the third and fourth choice because you only need one choice. Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? I know of a particular past student, similar to the story I said earlier, want to do a doctorate in pharmacology. So I said, where are you working now? In the pharmacy. Do you love it? No. So why would you want to get a doctorate in pharmacology? I didn't press it because I suspected what was going on there. Again, prestige. What are you going to earn with a doctorate in pharmacology if you're working for someone? If you're doing research in plants and so forth and so on, then maybe you get fulfilled. So I'm not saying that this is not something that is desirable, but on closer examination and asking the question, what do you really want to do? This person wanted to be a real estate agent, buying and selling property. Now, yes, she can do the doctorate in pharmacology, get a job, and also deal with real estate. Nothing is wrong with that. But I said to her, you could start the real estate from now. And in 5 years' time, maybe a millionaire. And if you want to go do the doctorate, you can do it. The point that we need to emphasize is that you have to aim for what you want and you need to pursue that. There's something called a law of compensation. And this entire universe is governed by law and order. Earth goes around the sun, the moon goes around the earth. All of these things are happening irrespective of how you and I feel, how the economy is going, the universe and the solar system is functioning irrespective. So there are certain laws of compensation. One, your ability to earn money depends on three things: the need for what you're doing, your ability to do it, and the difficulty in replacing you. The need for what you're doing, your ability to do it, and the difficulty in replacing it. Now, the key there is the ability to do it. And your ability to earn money rests on an understanding of the principles. You look at all the other persons who have acquired wealth, and you will notice that they have what is called multiple sources of income. Multiple sources of income. They don't get their wealth from one source. So you may be passionate about being a medical social worker. But at the same time, you may be doing network marketing in different areas, something that does not require you to spend your personal time. They refer to that as passive income. We are living in the age now, which is not 100 years ago, when you had to have a building to have to provide service. Now you can provide service without having any space. You can work from your home. I working from my home. So the world has changed, but unfortunately, the school system has not changed. We need to understand that the system we have is focused on knowledge, getting knowledge. So you have a lot of people with degrees and they're living paycheck to paycheck because they do not understand what I just pointed out. Law of compensation. You have to be providing a service. And you can be providing service in many different ways, not requiring your time. Online business. You can have a business which you are not an expert. You could have a lawn service business. You have people who doing the actual work. In fact, I went to a conference recently and they spoke of entrepreneurial education. Remember we talk about the faculties of your mind. Let me just briefly mention that. You have your imagination where that's the creative aspect, which all human beings are creative. You have your intuition, that is your ability to sense certain things, to connect with infinite intelligence. Or if you're a religious person, you connect with God. But you have to learn to pray properly. Ask, and it shall be given unto you. Seek, and ye shall find, which means action. Knock, and the doors of opportunity will be open unto you. You got to sow before you can reap. So if your intuition connect you, your memory, and this is a very strange thing, you can have memory of the past and you can have future memory. That is, you have to paint a picture of what you want, a vision of all the things that you want. And you keep that foremost in your mind. So you have the will, which is your ability to concentrate. So if you have a goal, you concentrate on your goal to the exclusion of everything else. Absolutely committed decision. So it means that when you need to make a decision, you make it promptly and you move. You're not a procrastinator. You have perception. That is, in life, everything is. Could either be positive or it could be negative. It's up to you how you perceive the event in front of you. Most persons spend literally 90% of their energies focusing on the things that they say they cannot do, and very little energy asking the question, what can I do? When you ask that question, you are going to get an answer as to what you can do. This happened to me when I was going to high school. Wasn't very good at algebra. And one day I went home and decided that I was not going to do anything until I understood and was able to do the algebra work. I was very good at number sense, arithmetic. I knew very little about geometry, but I loved it. Algebra was a problem. So I looked at the example, I took the problem, and I went down that problem in a similar manner to the examples. And I keep doing it repeatedly over and over. I realized that textbooks, the odd numbers, have the answers. So I worked the odd number problem to see if I was on the right track. And then I was able to do the even numbers, which was the homework assignment. I spent hours that particular day investing in what can I do. And the result is history. I became a mathematics teacher. Became fairly good at doing high school maths, went on to university. And then there's a reasoning, your ability to reason, your ability to think. Those are the main faculties that you have that we don't teach you in schools. To use those faculties to make decisions. No one ever asks you, what do you really want to do? I had my students create a vision board. I had to write down what would they want to accomplish when they are 25, or what they want to accomplish when they are 35. How do they want to live? What kind of house they want to live in? How much money you want to have in the bank? What kind of clothes? What kind of car? Those are things, of course. Now you move to people. Who do you want to, what kind of a person you want to be living with? Do you want to have children? Do you want to travel? What it is that you're aiming for. And you create that vision and you create the vision board so you can look at it. What will happen? Remember we speak of the intuition. Ideas is going to come to you. People are going to come into your life. And you're going to be surprised that everything happens for a reason. So having a job is not the answer. If you want to invest, which is another way of earning money, you have to have money to earn money. But the real thing to earn money is multiple sources of income. That is, income is coming in from different sources. Yes, you have your main thing that you are doing that you love. Very important. You must be doing on a daily basis the thing that you love. Whatever it is. The other sources, and these are not going to come at one time. You're going to work on them one by one as you go along in life. Ideas will come. Some will work and some will not work. Some you're going to get a small amount from, some, whoops, you will get maybe a large thing. You write a book, for example, become an expert in a particular field. So that is the way in which you're going to earn and achieve the things that you want to do in life. Aim high in life. Desire abundance. Always.